Hello and welcome, dearest Inspired Podcast community. This is our new episode, and I have the pleasure and the honor to present to you Nina, Robert. Now I have to ask you, Robert?
Robert is fine. Yeah, Robert is fine.
Is this
Hello,
fine?
Caroline.
Okay, because I met you in the Proctor Gallagher Institute. We are both consultants for the marvelous programs from Bob
Yes.
Proctor or with Bob Proctor. And I would like you to introduce you yourself now.
All right. So, hello, everyone. My name is Nina Robert. I'm a success and mindset coach, and I work primarily with female entrepreneurs and executives who have high goals and who want to achieve more in life, be it in financial terms or in relationship terms or in terms of well-being, health, and all that is good and well-being in general. I've known you, Caroline, as you said, within the Proctor Gallagher community. We are both consultants and we are both teaching Bob Proctor's methodology about mindset and success. And before I stepped into this marvelous universe of coaching and mindset expertise, I worked as an executive manager for an IT company for over a decade. So I was always in the IT sector. I worked in project management. I managed teams of people, and I worked a lot with executives and entrepreneurs. So this is why I chose to continue to work in this environment, because I could bring more of my expertise and more of my passion as well, with mixing it with what I teach from Bob Proctor's methodology. So this is me. I live in Paris. I have a cat and I love to travel. I travel all the time, maybe 30% or more of my time I spend traveling. I just love to do that. So always one of my goals is always to travel more. And I've been manifesting this over and over the years. So this is my passion. Other than that, I'm also a published author. I published a book called Clean Up Your Life. I published this book last year, 2022. And the book was also one of my goals. So when I started the coaching program, I had one goal, that is to publish my first book, and I did that within a few months. So yeah, I've been very, very passionate about this, all this mindset universe and all the magic that can happen when we start to understand how our minds work and how we can express our full potential.
Wow, thank you so much for introducing you and sharing all this. This was inspiring for me, so I have to write something down. Just a second, I will share what what inspired me. Because you talked about your book, and I have to write down to add your book to the show notes, that we don't forget this, for
All
the
right.
audience
Yeah.
to put it in, so they can click on the link and go to the book and buy the book. I love this. Clean. How was it?
Clean up your life.
Clean up your life. Okay. So I had to, sorry for the, I had to write down. It was very inspiring. I love books. So yeah, we met we met through PGI, and this is amazing. And I know we had lots of contact, mainly by LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a beautiful platform as well. You can find Nina there as well. I can encourage you to contact to her. Yes, and now we are talking about inspiration. So what inspires you?
Um, I think what inspires me is to be able to express myself more and more. And that brings me to the idea that the person that actually inspires me is my future self, because this is always going to be my aim, to be my future version of myself and to be a better version of myself. And this happens when we learn how to express ourselves better and eventually how to know ourselves better and how to put more of ourselves into this world and to share more of our potential and more of our ability to help others with other people and with the whole world. So this is what inspires me, being a better version of myself all the time. And the future version of myself is the person who inspires me, is my role model.
Oh, thank you so much. This is my next question. Who inspires you? And you said your future self. Are there other people or ideas you have about the who inspires you?
Well, basically, when I stumbled upon Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher a few years ago, these two people were really a great inspiration for me because um, they managed to help millions of people around the world. They managed to uh, change lives, and I find this truly inspiring and truly a noble thing to do. Maybe the noblest thing to do ever is to help someone else be more and to help people in this world express themselves and achieve more well-being and more satisfaction, more happiness. So these two people, Sandy Gallagher and Bob Proctor, are basically my biggest inspiration.
Oh, yes. They are very inspiring when I think about the lessons videos we watch over and over again to internalize it, and they are both there and they are in harmony. We can witness this. It's a very nice program as well. Yeah, to watch
Yes.
persons. And when you, so I can share maybe when we watch the first episode, the first lesson of thinking and results, and we imagine, so I imagine this is Bob recording the first lesson, and he doesn't know the other lessons and how it will evolve at that moment when he was recording it. So this inspires my imagination. So to
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I think he was just putting the best of himself to that moment, to that present moment, without thinking of like the whole plan, what exactly needs to be done throughout the work. But I think this is the main aim that we all need to focus on, is just to live in the present moment and give the best out of ourselves each and every moment and with each and every person.
wow. Oh, I love that so much. Please, podcast community, watch and listen to it over and over again. This was a key sentence about living in the present moment, appreciating the present moment. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I love it
Amazing.
too.
Oh, because we also don't know what we are doing or what we are talking. We know the topic is inspiration, and then we are watching how it unfolds, this episode, by doing it. By doing it. Okay, my next question is, how do you inspire others?
By setting an example, basically. So, for example, if I wanted to be a fitness coach, I cannot be having health problems and eating junk food and refusing to go to the gym unless I have a client to coach in the gym to achieve their fitness results, for example. So, the fat fitness coach model is definitely a wrong way to go here. So my motto is to always give the best example, and this actually is my main trigger or my main spark to do the best every day. Just do the best every day because, first of all, I'm inspiring myself. And when I'm inspiring myself, I definitely will be inspiring other people because it shows, the result shows. If someone is doing their best and really putting the best version of ourselves out there and expressing whatever potential they have and learning to have an explicit and express even more potential over the days, it will show. People know. But if you just are into theory and into just fancy words, as I say, it's not gonna really communicate that message, and you won't be able to inspire people. People are inspired by actions more than words. I don't think I've been very good with words like a political person, for example, but I've always shown the best I can show to people by doing it myself first.
I understand. So this is, yeah, you inspire by being the example. And yeah, the words, it is like when you are talking heart to someone, then it doesn't matter if there are, yeah, about the words, if because we understand each other. I had an
Absolutely.
encounter with someone or several people this year. We were not talking each other's language at all. There were two persons, and there was the connection, so it was without words. It works. You don't need words. You can get understood, so to say. You can connect.
Absolutely. Language was invented eventually just to keep track of what we're saying and to basically make sure we understand exactly what the other person says and to write poems and nice stories. And that's lovely. I love languages. But it's not necessary to understand the feelings and communicate emotions and communicate ideas. We can just sit in silence with someone for hours and just communicate and be there and share like the best feelings ever without having to put it into words.
Wow, I like the idea. I will definitely test it. I will
Yeah.
test this. And what are your gifts and talents?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Yes. What are your gifts and talents?
What are my gifts in talent? Sorry,
Talent.
I
This
didn't understand.
comes from a lesson, I think, from Bob when he says, find out what are your gifts
Oh,
and
okay.
talents for the world, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think I discovered the passion of writing when I first started about thinking about writing my first book. So I will definitely continue doing that. I'm good at that. And even before, when I used to work as a project manager, when I used to work to like write emails and just like present texts and presentations to people. I loved doing this. I loved, we were just speaking about words. I don't think language is necessary, but I love languages. So far, I speak 5 languages, and I absolutely love the way to communicate through different languages and the magic that happens with words. And I love writing. I absolutely love reading, but I love writing. Um, I write fiction as well as nonfiction. So the first book that is published is a nonfiction book, but I definitely have a few stories that I'm going to put into paper very soon. So I think this is my very first gift. A few other gifts would be communication. I love to communicate with other people. I love to talk to other people, and I love to help other people achieve their best lives. I really love to see lives shift and lives change and people discovering that they are really limitless. And this is something I've been doing with so many people so far since I started working with the Proctor Gallagher Institute as a coach. And so far, I've been so passionate and so happy to see the change that I'm putting in people's lives. And I think this is a gift I need to put more of it into the world.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I'm curious which 5 languages that may be, and I can connect my question to that with in which languages do you teach?
Okay, yes. So I speak Arabic, French, English, Spanish, and Maltese.
Wow. Okay. And you teach in those languages, or you coach in those languages, in
Um,
both languages, or?
Basically in English and in French so far. But yeah, definitely I'm open to the idea of teaching in other languages as well, because if I'm with a client that speaks another language that I speak, we would probably find something else to something a way a different way to express the idea that comes into another language, because I think you speak different languages as well, Caroline. So you understand that the fact that we are able to express the same idea in different languages can differentiate, really, can put other meanings and other few sparkles into the idea. So I really love how this works with languages.
Yes, me too. And I was thinking about just yesterday, I thought about, wouldn't it be nice to learn Russian, for example, or Polish, something like that. And I have to look for an app or so. how to do this because it's inspiring. Other languages or words are inspiring. We don't understand and we can dissect and find the meaning and how the word came into the world. And we can
Yeah.
compare it to the other languages as well.
Absolutely.
I
And you
love.
know, it's even scientifically proven that parts of your brain, different parts of your brain are activated when you speak different languages. So my personality is different when I'm speaking Arabic from when I'm speaking French, from when I'm speaking English. So sometimes I need to communicate the idea in the way I learned it, in the English I learned it with. And eventually, when trying to change it, I would put something else into it. I would add like some spices into it with another language. So I'm really, really passionate about this subject because it also reminds us of how marvelous our minds are. Because the fact that we can switch personalities, we can switch universes in our mind just by speaking another language is really, really magical. I really love it.
Wow, me too. It's like different identities. And I
Yeah.
always explain it like when I talk about German, German is my mother language. So there's where my paradigm is. And when I and when I learned this stuff in English, the material as well. And it was easier. Maybe I think it's easier for us when it's not the mother language to learn the material in a different language. So you don't have to unlearn something. You just adapt the new vocabulary as your new
Absolutely.
paradigm. This, I think it's easier.
I've noticed this over and over again because my mother tongue is Arabic, and then my second language is French, and English is just my third language. But so far, I've been learning everything in English and communicating in English. Like 99% of my day, I spent maybe watching videos in English or reading books or talking to people in English. So it all brings a new vibe into my brain. It's not attached to any paradigms from childhood, for example, because I didn't speak English in my childhood. So it's truly like a blank page that you can really write any different ideas in it without need to unlearn things, as you said. So I truly love it.
Thank you so much for sharing. And that then comes the idea in my mind to encourage every listener now whose mother language is not English to do a program in English, yes, because it gives a totally new perspective. And that leads me to my last question.
Yeah.
Have an offer, or what are your services to share with the inspired community?
Mhm. So basically, my main offer is the Bob Proctor coaching program that is called Thinking into Results. And this program is aimed for everyone and anyone who wants to achieve more in life and who wants to bring more expansion into the universe through achieving their dreams and through putting more themselves out there. I work with, as I said, basically mainly female entrepreneurs and executives, but I'm open also to work with all kinds of people as well, because this program, as you know for sure, is really universal. It can change lives, no matter what we're doing, no matter what state of mind we are in, no matter what we want to change. We can achieve better health, we can achieve better income, we can find better relationships, and we can be in peace with ourselves. Is this also maybe a goal for some people? So this is the main program I work with my clients with, and this is my offer. It's called Thinking into Results, and it's a 6 months program. So I offer group coachings as well as one-on-one coachings. So within the group coaching, you get also the sense of community. You get to be a part of a mastermind group, and you get to see other people's also mindsets and how other people are interacting with each other and get support and also support other people. Within the one-on-one coaching program, you get like a fully focused attention and fully customized and tailored mentorship program done for you, 100% done for you, using this methodology of Bob Proctor.
Wow, this is amazing. So I would suggest everyone to reach out to Nina using the code INSPIRED. And then we know that you are coming through that podcast, and this is amazing to work with her. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
look.
would love to you guys who are listening to us to use the code inspired. You'll definitely get a discount on the program. So reach out to me and mention that you've heard about this program through the podcast, and use the code inspired. And yeah, I'm so excited to meet all of the people who are listening to this inspired podcast, because I love the way you named it inspired, because I think this should be one of our main focuses every day, to get inspired, because without inspiration, there's no growth.
Oh, that's perfect as the last word. The name Inspired comes from my business partner and soulmate, Celeste. We are
Mm.
doing this together. We built the Inspired community, and we have also a daily Inspired group. And in Inspired, the word in itself, it means a certain frequency. Of course, as
Mhm.
you mentioned, it inspires you immediately, and yeah, and this is our
Yeah.
mission. This is the work, and together we transform the world. And reach
And
out, connect to Nina Robert. Yeah, and on LinkedIn you are very present, but I will put your credentials in the.
yeah, I'm present on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's always Nina Robert or Nina Robert Coaching. I'll also give you my the rest of my credentials, my website, and everything. And just something to finish with. Inspired, I think the root is comes from the word in spirit. So being one with spirit, being one with the universal mind. This is what inspired me, to stay focused in the spirit of things, and to stay connected with the universal intelligence. So I absolutely love it.
You so much. Yes, I totally forgot. So thank you for remembering me again.
Yeah.
In spirit, yes, and we are in spirit. We are connected always. So
Yeah.
I wish you beautiful holidays and see
You
you in
too,
the next
Caroline.
episode. Thank
Thank
you.
you.